simple process of transmuting that emotion into some form of activity other than copulation. Sex is one of the greatest of all forces which motivate human beings. Because of this fact, it is also one of the most dangerous forces. If humans would control their sex desires and transmute them into a driving force with which to carry on their occupation, that is, if they spent on their work 1/2 the time they dissipate in pursuit of sex, they would never know poverty.
Do I understand you to imply there is a relationship between sex and poverty?
Yes, where sex is not under definite control. If allowed to run its natural course, sex will quickly lead one into the habit of drifting.
Is there any relationship between sex and leadership?
Yes. All great leaders in every walk of life are highly sexed, but they follow the habit of controlling their sex desires, switching them into a driving force behind their occupation.
Just what damage is there in overindulgence of sex?
The greatest damage is that it depletes the source of man's greatest driving force and wastes, without adequate compensation, man's creative energy. It dissipates energy needed by nature to maintain physical health. Sex is nature's most useful therapeutic force. It depletes the magnetic energy which is the source of an attractive, pleasing personality. It removes the sparkle from one's eyes and sets up discord in the tone of one's voice. It destroys enthusiasm, subdues ambition, and leads inevitably to the habit of drifting on all subjects.
I would like for you to answer my question in another way, by telling me what beneficial ends the emotion of sex may be made to attain if mastered and transmuted.
Controlled sex supplies the magnetic force that attracts people to one another. It is the most important factor of a pleasing personality. It gives quality to the tone of voice, and enables one to convey through the voice any feeling desired. It serves, as nothing else can serve, to give motive power to one's desires. It keeps the nervous system charged with the energy needed to carry on the work of maintaining the body. It sharpens the imagination, and enables one to create useful ideas. It gives quickness and definiteness to one's physical and mental movements. It gives one persistence and perseverance in the pursuit of one's major purpose in life. It is a great antidote for all fear. It gives one immunity against discouragement. It helps to master laziness and procrastination. It gives one physical and mental endurance while undergoing any form of opposition or defeat. It gives one the fighting qualities necessary under all circumstances for self-defense. In brief, it makes winners and not quitters.
So this video is going to be how to properly or how to transmute your sexual energy on semen retention. Basically, when on semen retention, right? It's actually very simplified and fucking simple, but I didn't realize what it really meant. I thought like it was something that you did like in a spiritual way of just like, yeah, I'm going to transmute my energy to, doing something else, right? But basically, I'm gonna go over it in the Think of Grow Rich book by Napoleon Hill, bro. I left in the beginning basically a little saying of him as well, but basically, bro, the reason why we get powers as a man is because we are on semen retention. But not knowing when we're on semen retention, I didn't know the exact reason why I get this energy or why I start to think certain thoughts of like the next level of what I have to do or be so disciplined to my goals or, all sorts of, creative thoughts that I normally get that I don't get when I'm not on retention, right? And I always knew retention is going to get me to that next level, but I just didn't know that, like, I just thought it would just be like, what they say, oh, you're going to get the woman attention to shit, but it gets way more deeper than that, right? So I'm going to disclose it in this video real fast, right? So sex transmutation is simple and easily explained. It means the switching of the mind from thoughts of physical expression to the thoughts of some other nature. So basically, right, when you're retaining, you're building a lot of sexual energy, especially like, depending throughout certain times out of the day, right? For me, when I first wake up first thing in the morning, I wake up with a fucking rocket. And I know it's important for me to get the fuck out of the bed because I gotta go do something and use that energy towards something that's going to like literally help me elevate my YouTube. It's like the first thing in the morning, I wake up with a missile. I get to editing my videos, or I get to, writing down scripts of what videos I want to make and shit like that, or video ideas. You start to really use this to your ability, and this gives you that energy or that creative genius type thought that I'm gonna get into in this video that you normally won't get when you're on retention. But when you dissipate and you keep you know, just jerking off and letting off nuts and shit, you're not gonna feel that way. You're not gonna understand. You're gonna feel more tired, more gloomy. But if you hold this seed, right, like, you know, you hold yourself, you hold your seed, it will bring you to magical, not magical powers, but it will be powers towards you, your creative mind, your willpower, all the things that you want to get accomplished, you will want to do. So basically, when you get, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the moment you get hard, but basically your sexual energy is flowing even when it's not hard. When you're not hard. But basically, you got to take this energy and use it towards something else, right? Whether that's basketball, whether that's soccer, whether that's the gym, whether that, it doesn't even have to be physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a physical doing of like, yeah, I'm about to go hoop or play basketball for a couple hours. Yeah, it's a good way to use your sexual energy. But also, you should use it in a way to, you know, like more so of mental battles of, like, you know, figuring out yourself, or even writing down, like I said, scripts, getting creative thoughts and all sorts of things. Doing that is very important too. For Pete, I don't, you know, get up, my dick is hard the first thing in the morning, start doing push-ups. No, I'm gonna keep it a beam. But I do go to my computer and start editing, because I know my energy is there, and I know I'm gonna start thinking better thoughts, and then from there I'm gonna get ideas, and from there I'm gonna write down in my notebook the ideas that I get for videos. You see what I'm saying? It's an endless loophole of getting better. You know what I'm saying? So basically, sexual transmutation, all it is when you're on retention, you know, use your energy wisely. Use it towards the things that are going to get you farther in life. Use it towards your purpose. I always talk about purpose in almost damn near every single video, because on retention, it's so vital that you have a purpose, that you have a goal that you're striving for, that you have plans for the future of you wanting to accomplish certain things. It's very important. It's not something that you just say, you know, it is what it is, and just keep it moving. No, you should have goals in your life that you like are directedly on, right? Like, that you want to accomplish. For me, YouTube and building up my success is the number one thing. And outside of that, it's the gym. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. Or learning, getting more knowledge to teach you guys, right? That's the only thing I care about. So I just want to read you a couple quotes that are going to completely change your mind on this, like, semen retention shit, that will show you that it's 100% true and it's 100% real. So let's get in it. So, sex desire is the most powerful of human desires. When driven by this desire, men develop keenness of imagination, courage, willpower, persistence, and creative ability unknown to them at other times. So strong and impelling is the desire for sexual contact that men freely run the risk of life and reputation to indulge in it. When harnessed and redirected along other lines, this motivating force maintains all of its attributes of keenness of imagination, courage, etc., which may be used as a powerful creative forces in literature, art, or in any profession or calling, including, of course, the accumulation of riches. This is why I say it's 100% necessary to be on any goals. This is why boxers withhold from they hold their seed 2 months out from fighting, because this is important. And it's not just like, it's just so brain dead that when I first started thinking about semen retention or nofap, mostly like you guys too as well, you just think about like the woman attraction and shit. Like, it's true, but it's so much more deeper than just women. Like, if you cut off women for a second and actually start using your brain and using like where you can use your imagination towards like whatever your goals are, whether that's basketball, you know, the energy that you get for like hooping, or, you know, like doing something physical, hitting the gym and shit, you can take it to the next level, and you will start to care more about that passion of what you do. For YouTube, I'm trying to take my level to like 6 videos a day, like really elevate myself and edit 6 videos a day. And if you know me, my videos be up to like 40 to an hour long, like normally from 20 minutes to like at least 40 to an hour long. That's how long my videos are. So if I get 6 videos a day, that's 6 hours worth of recording basically, and then 6 hours of fucking editing. That's next level. That is where I want to use my energy, my mindful, and my creative ability to make better videos, to think of better ideas, better subjects, and really focusing on that. That is all it is. It's all it is you like having a purpose or something that you want to do, and you take it serious. That's all it is. That is where you start to you unlock the real thing of semen retention. If you're just holding onto your seat like, damn, I'm about to get all these bitches, go ahead, get you some hoes, but it's like, it's nothing that's going to like benefit you. It's like, really focus on the real things. That's why I say it's always hoes, or it's always goals before these hoes, because that's all I want to that's all I care about, is like really coming up. That's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? So the desire for sexual expression is inborn and natural. Of course, we wake up, literally, I wake up with a fucking missile. I don't know about the rest of you guys. The desire cannot and should not be submerged or eliminated, but it should be given an outlet through forms of expression which enrich the body, mind, and spirit of a man. If not given this form of outlet through transmutation, it will seek outlets through purely physical channels. A river may be dammed, but its water controlled for a time, but eventually it will force an outlet. The same is true of the emotion of sex. It may be submerged and controlled for a time, but its very nature causes it to be ever-seeking means of expression. If it is not transmuted into some creative effort, it will find a less worthy outlet. Now this is big right here. Fortunate indeed is the person who has discovered how to give sex emotion an outlet through some form of creative effort, for he, by that discovery, lifted himself to the status of a genius. So when you're not busting, you're not fucking all these women busting nuts, or, you know, for most people are like indulging in porn and just consistently busting. In those fields that you take it to, right? Whatever your goals is, your purpose, you'll become to the level of a genius. You will start to think of things that are not like human-based level. You will think that is like unachievable, but like you actually want to strive for it. Like you actually build your way towards it. I have goals that seem very unachievable to the main human being, but by the people that listen to, the millionaires that they speak, and you know the goals that they've done and everything that they accomplished, I can accomplish it too if they did it. And this is where in the book it also says, like, you know, the great leaders like Napoleon, they all practiced sexual transmutation. This book was made in the 1930s. So back then they had a lot of different leaders and all sorts of things. And those were the higher up of people, you know what I'm saying? But those people all practiced sexual transmutation, basically semen retention, and just using it and devoting it into whatever they're doing. Napoleon was a leader. So his like purpose, his like way of life is governing all of these people, making sure France was good. You know, he has a lot on his plate. A lot of people don't have that. So, you know what I'm saying, that one goal that you have, or that one, you know what I'm saying, like purpose that you have isn't going to be as big as a leader that has to govern the country and makes wise decisions in order for him to guard the country, or go to war, or protect the country, certain things like that. It's never to that level. So something of accomplishing like YouTube and really becoming greater and giving valuable information seems pretty easy to me than, you know, governing the whole fucking country of the, like, basically United States or some shit. Let's take a chill pill. Like, realize that your life isn't as hard as you make it seem, right? The emotion of sex is an irresistible force against which there can be no opposition as an immovable body. When driven by this emotion, men become gifted with a superpower for action. Understand this truth and you will catch the significance of the statement that sex transmutation will lift one to the status of a genius. Like I said, you're determining your goals and what you have going on. You want to go achieve it. You have like this burning desire to want to achieve it. And for me, I don't care about all the things that like were taking me off. When I'm this focused, I don't give a fuck about the TikTok. I don't give a fuck about the Instagram. I don't give a fuck about any of these social medias. I don't give a fuck about even playing basketball right now. Like some of my hobbies, I don't give a fuck about that. I want to grow, and I will do just that. I want to grow on YouTube, and I'm building a course right now, so stay tuned for that course. That's how to get more women, how to really know the game of ism and how to maneuver around women and get you more women. So stay tuned for that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm building towards that. So I have a definite plan, a purpose of which I'm going. For you, you guys have to find it. It isn't as hard, but you have to find it. I'm devoting my life to YouTube for 10 years. I already said it. And for my, you know, my entrepreneurship and literally like building a business throughout like the courses I make that are going to be great. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get this information for free, imagine the information I give you for, you know, for a price. You feel me? It's going to be way worth it. You know what I'm saying? But when driven by this emotion, men become gifted with a superpower, motherfucker. He did not. This is a smart man. I want you to understand. Napoleon Hill is a smart ass man. He's not talking about, he wouldn't say certain words for no reason. Superpower, you dickhead. Superpower for action. You want to go do something. It's a burning desire for you to get up and go hit the fucking gym. You will start to feel way better on retention. You'll feel life way better. You know what I'm saying? You want to get to where you need to go. And not a lot of people understand that because they're bussing. But just go a month without bussing. You'll see what the fuck I'm talking about. The emotion of sex contains the secret of creative ability. Destroy the sex glands, whether a man or beast, and you have removed a major source of action. For proof of this, observe what happens to any animal after being castrated. A bull becomes as docile as a cow after it has been altered sexually. Sex alteration takes out of the male, whether man or beast, all the fight that was in him. Sex alteration of the female has the same effect. Think about it, bro. It's in our nature to have our balls. So I told this story too when I, you know what I'm saying, I got my little dog and shit, and we cut off his balls. But before that, right, you know, he was running around everywhere. We couldn't get him out. Like, if we take him to the park, he would make us chase him to get him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, his little ass running around this whole park. He don't want to leave. He had endless energy, right? Then we get him neutered, right? Neutered being castrated, meaning just cutting off his balls, right? After that, he was never the same. He doesn't have the willpower to go do stuff. Like, he doesn't have that masculine energy to go do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have that. He doesn't want to conquer the world, you know, like him running around. He doesn't do that anymore. He doesn't like to run around as much. And, you know, even when we go for walks, sometimes he just sits down there. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is you doing just sitting down? Like, bro, we just started walking 10 minutes in. He just wants to sit down. A lot of times he just wants to lay under the bed and just chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? It took the fight out of him, whether man or beast. Think about it. A bull becomes as docile as a cow. A cow is just there, retarded, like Ed, just sitting there. A cow doesn't know no better. But a bull, he ready to charge at you. He has all the energy. A bull is just mad. The moment it wakes up in the morning, that shit is mad. Like, think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what happens when you cut off your balls, or you're consistently draining your seed. That's what happens. You become as docile, weak. You become more feminine. You don't want to be out here really achieving these goals. You know what I'm saying? You're not putting your sexual energy to good use. You have no sexual energy, so you just feeling like a bot. You just sitting there like a fucking bot. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is why it's essential for a man to be on semen retention, right? I'll leave y'all off with this last one, bro. This last little quote right here. The study disclosed that the fact that the major reason why the majority of men who succeed do not begin to do so before the age of 40 or 50 is their tendency to dissipate their energies through indulgence in physical expression of the emotion of sex. That's fucking crazy. He said basically, most men don't become successful until 40 or 50. Understand why this happens. They don't become successful until around that time of 40 or 50 years old, because their libido goes down, right? So when your libido goes down, your testosterone goes down, you don't want to fuck as much. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to, like, fuck as much when you're older. You know what I'm saying? A lot of older heads got to take Viagra and shit, right? But as a younger guy, for us, we can use this information to get more successful and achieve the goals that we want to achieve. And you're going to see me do this, right? You're going to see throughout my channel that it grows, and everything that I do, it's all coming from semen retention. It's a fact. It's 100%. He made a study of over 25,000 people. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's what it is. So basically, you have to hold on to your seed and pursue that one goal that what you have, and you will be successful. That's all it is. That's all it is. Don't believe, well, all the other people are telling you that you can't be successful, that you can't be this, you can't be that. You know information that they don't know of. Nobody knows about semen retention. People will think you're weird that you don't want to fuck girls. Well, it's not that you don't want to fuck girls. It's just that, you know what I'm saying, you're holding on to your seed for the greater good of your goals and what you have going on. You put the goals before the whole, so the rest of these lames will never understand this game. You know what I'm saying? It's to the next level. You are greater than these regular bots. They don't understand the shit. So if they don't understand it, I don't fault them for it. But you know something that they don't know. This will take you to the levels of being a genius. Let me read this last quote, right? The desire for sexual expression is by far the strongest and most impelling of all the human emotions. And for this very reason, this desire, when harnessed and transmuted into action, other than that of physical expression, may raise one to the status of a genius. That's what I'm saying. Everything doesn't even have to be physical. Like, okay, I'm gonna use my sexual energy or whatever to go hit the gym or whatever. That's a great way to use it. Of course it is. But it can also raise you to the status of genius, where you're using it more mentally, where you're trying to figure out goals, or if you have a plan that you're trying to figure out, something difficult, your mind is going to work. You're going to be able to maneuver and think of the greater thoughts of how to become greater. I already made these thoughts. I already have my plan set out. I have it on my wall in the morning. Every time I look at it, I read it, and it's like a smack in the face. Every time like I go on to, do something else other than my YouTube, it's like a smack in the face. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's right there. You can't run from it. My goals are right there. So I use it more mentally and the way of becoming greater on YouTube, right? This is how sexual transmutation works. You can use it to become greater mentally or physically. He said the level of a genius. A genius is not these regular bots out here. They're not geniuses. They're humans. I'm a human too. But bro, they're like the regular bot. You know what I'm saying? You are to the next level with this type of, information. And that's what he said. By 40 or 50, these guys then, as their libido goes down and their testosterone goes down, they don't have the urge to fuck anymore or as much. And they finally go on retention. That's when their success comes out. But when they were early 20s, they were doing the same things that we were doing, just to magazines, or they were doing it to, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe they was fucking a lot of women back then in the day and shit like that, which is rare for most guys, but maybe they was just fucking all day or whatever. Or maybe they were just jerking off to fucking porn magazines and shit. But the thing is, nobody knows this information. I just opened it up to you. This is the power of sexual transmutation. Use it towards your one goal and stick to it, and you'll become great. That is the whole reason of this book, of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is the whole reason. I'm trying to get this great information for you guys, right? Same thing. This is another book by Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil. It's also talks about containing your sexual lust and your thoughts and everything like that. So, and basically using sex transmutation to become a greater human being. But if you like this information, I want you to understand this is 100% facts. It works. Go on retention for 2 months or a month. First, I would rather you bust 3 nuts in one day, see how you feel, and then go on retention for 30 days and see how you feel. That's all it is. That's the answer, and you will see what the fuck I'm talking about. You're going to see that most guys aren't strong to go those 30 days, right? Most guys aren't strong enough. But if you do, you will understand what I'm talking about. You'll get away from porn. You will start to see that your goals will mean way more than hoes, and you have to progressive overload on this shit, right? It's tough. It's very tough to go on semen retention because, you know what I'm saying, I'm a man, bro. I eat a great diet. I hit the gym. My testosterone is increasing, and it's kind of increasing a lot. So every morning I wake up with a motherfucking missile, but damn, I know my goals mean more than my lustful thoughts of me just busting a nut real quick, and then what? You know what I'm saying? I lose what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? All my, the thing on my pathway, I just take a step back from it. All it is like I take a step back from it. And the more you do it and indulge in it, it's like taking a step back from your like number one goal. And my goals They matter more than anything right now. I don't give a fuck. My birthday's in a couple days. I was planning on doing something, but I'm just so locked in. I don't even give a fuck. I don't. I love my birthday. I'll be here making videos, and I think that's the best possible birthday that I can have. Me being in the fucking lab, grinding, editing videos, and making videos for people so that they can fucking grow the same way that I grow. You dig what the fuck I'm saying? So I love y'all, bro. You're not gonna get this information anywhere else, bro. So hit that subscribe button. And if you like more information of really growing on semen retention or just on no-fap or self-improvement in general, I'm the guy. Trust me, I'm the guy with the self-improvement. I study shit. I listen to podcasts, listen to millionaires speak every fucking day. I know the knowledge that most people don't know. So if you dig me, you like my energy, whatever, hit that subscribe button. And please make sure to, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to leave my last video right here so that you can get more information, bro. You could get more game for your fucking brain. So stay yourself, stay 300. Whatever you do in life. Trust me, I believe in you, bro.